There we are.
Been one of those days. So
Now you can relax.
yes, well, babies. Okay, so I had to
Yeah,
take
your volume's foggy.
my volume is foggy. Let me see which audio it is. Where's my settings here? Oh, that's why.
That should be better.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
That's the problem. It was pulling that one. That's not helpful. This one.
Yes, this is much better.
So, because I think my separate one, I knocked it down and I don't think it was right. Anyway, so this morning I had to be up a half an hour earlier than normal. And Tuesday it's hi Camille. And hi Linda. I don't know if I said that one. I already have to be up earlier than my norm because I had to drop off. Oh, hi Elaine.
Are we live yet?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, just checking.
Yes. I almost said alive. We've been
You went live
alive for
before you
a
brought me
minute
in,
30.
right? Okay, all right. Just
Hi, Bonnie. But yes, we're actually live. So I had to get up early because I had to take my 17-year-old or drop my 17-year-old off at high school before I went to babysit. And I pretty much never have to do that, but of course today. And of course I couldn't go to sleep because I was detailing this.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, look.
I'm just detailing it now.
Oh.
So I put that outline around the baseball to kind of make it stand out. And I decided to kind of clean up the edges of the football. And I'm working on, because there was a little mistake down here, I was working on the basketball a little bit. So it's just details, but it's done otherwise. So I stayed up late doing that. Hi, Michelle. Yes, so you relate the toting kids around. I mean, it can be taxi service. So tomorrow I'm going to have to do pickup for both of my stepdaughters. So
I saw Elaine in here.
yes, I saw Elaine and Leslie. Leslie is new to me.
Andy else here.
Oh, hi, Michael.
Thanks for popping in for a second. If you can't stay.
So that is my corner to corner baby blanket that I designed because they're doing sports themed. So that's finally finished. You know, even though the kiddo was born February 28th, it's all good. I might put February 28th on there. I haven't decided yet. 2025. We'll see. Oh, hi, Don and Hala. All right. So that is done. But anyway, so then my daughter last night had said, oh, hey, tomorrow is a free day at the Denver Art Museum. Do you want to go? You have to just get a ticket, but it's free. It was very confusing, actually, the system to do this. And do you want to just go after I get home because she only works from 9 to 11:30. I think it's short. Anyway, so we went to the Denver Art Museum and I had to change shirts before getting live. That was part of why I was running a little bit crazy because my grandson had gotten food all over me. I swear that child nonstop eating. He's such a fun. Make sure to add teenage kids to my list. Yes. Yeah. I have. Oh, yes. That's funny. But so we go to the art museum. And remember how I said I'm constantly chasing him around to make sure he doesn't eat crayons? So they are all hidden. All the crayons are hidden at my daughter's house now. At the art museum, they had some interactive things they could do. And guess what he found? Chalk. He likes chalk even more than crayons. And that was public chalk. So I have public chalk on my sleeve from my grandson's mouth, which is lovely. So that will go in the wash, but this was just too much. I'm like, I am not wearing that on screen. It's just gross. I don't understand. He wasn't even eating messy food. I don't understand. Grandson. Yes, grandson is I'm pretty sure my grandson is related to Fatty Catty. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah, he's in here laying on the mat and he's sleeping on the mat that's in front of the litter box. He's a weird cat. He's sweet though. He's very sweet.
Is that the fat one? Maybe he doesn't want to walk far to get to the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is lazy. I think he is Garfield. We missed the opportunity. His name should have been Garfield. But anyway, so I have not had a chance to work on this at all since the other night. So I do want to work on that because I had priorities because I'm loving the way that's working up.
Yeah. Is Camille's doing the same one, right?
Yeah, she's too. Yeah. And, oh gosh, I love the colors of hers. So this is a Nastasia.
Okay.
Because that way it was for Creator Spotlight next month.
Yeah.
So it's two birds. That's how you balance which crochet alongs you can work in. Do the same project that can apply to several.
That's it. Don't have to do as much work.
The 2 furs, yeah, or the 3 furs or the 4 furs. Those are ideal if you can get that many. What are you working on, Chef?
Well, I'm trying to start a mosaic project. Okay. It's a bag a day thing, and
is it the one it's kind of a drop down, right?
Yeah, it's just a moss.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Hey, look, I can cut my yarn. They put a knot right here.
They sure did.
On the back of my barf. So I'm just going to cut that off.
Which yarn is that?
Don't look.
Okay. No, I'm neurotic on my own yarn. Nobody else.
This is basic acrylic, but the other ones are.
Yeah.
The other three are softy baby, but this one's white. I'm going to use this one with these.
Okay. Finished wondering. Oh, you started working on the butterfly mosaic. Yeah, I do love the colors. So this is. I'll demonstrate my beautiful yarn bowl again. This yarn bowl.
Yes.
You got to listen to it. It's beautiful. I just love it. This was a gift from my dad and my sister from India. Not that they went to India, to clarify. They ordered it and see it. But yes, I can't wait to see Linda's butterfly as well. But yeah, that's my yarn bowl. This was cotton millins from Hirschner's. I like how fat that is, actually. That's nice fat cotton. It's an actual 4-weight, and unlike the lies they tell on that being a 3-weight. I'm sorry, my friends. That is not a 3-weight yarn. Look at that. That's between a 2 and a 1. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I am thinking I might double or triple that up and make cat toys with it. Because the person, I took a picture of my cotton. I said, which cotton do you want your cat toys out of? And of course she picked that yarn. Let me show you. She picked this color and this color. So, but those will be for next month. Yeah. I mean, good choices, but I'm not, although maybe I could totally modify my pattern. I just need to use a very small hook. And then, because you want, with a cat toy especially, you want it to be kind of, no problem, Camille. I know you've got taxi service issues too. So, with a cat toy, first of all, you need 100% cotton. I wouldn't recommend anything but 100% cotton, but you're not going to use nice cotton on it, which that's nicer cotton, but she's paying me, so it's fine. I don't mind. Yes, more yarn. But anyway, so yes, it will take more yarn. or at least more yardage, right? I'll definitely use a smaller hook. I'm thinking, I don't know, looking at that there. Do you think, what's this one? Do you think a 2.5 is good? Let me turn that.
Put it in the.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's how you
so
check,
we
right?
can see it. Does it look like it'll grab it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good,
If
right?
it holds it.
And it's not too small, but it doesn't look like it'll be too big. Because with the cat toys, you want them to be kind of a little dense so their claws aren't getting like underneath and snagged. Why not wool for a cat toy? You probably could do wool, but it would have to be 100% and not superwash. And I personally wouldn't want to waste my wool yarn on that. That's my opinion. But I've always heard that you should do cotton anyway. I don't know. Oh, bye, Chuck. Have fun at your son's. Or just enjoy family time, I should really say. So, yes. Hi, bye, Chuck. Thank you so much for stepping in. I have an email I need to respond to. I have seen it. I just haven't replied yet, but I did read it.
Did your does that hook have a pointy enough to go through the small stitches? Okay.
Yeah.
That was the other question. Okay, as long as that, then you should be able to get in and out and.
Yeah, it's nice inline.
Grab it.
It's grabby. It's fairly pointy. I mean, these are fairly cheap hooks, but I like they're silicone, I think. They're pretty. They work.
My cheap ones from Temu yet. I'm working with one of my Dollar Tree ones. It's fine.
Yeah, so you like the tapered?
It worked. This is the one because I don't have anything small. Everything's with my projects. So I bought some from Temu, but I haven't got them yet. So I dug this out of my somewhere over there, and it's 5.5. So I did. All the small ones are with my projects. I should left them.
I did some more rearranging in here, and I found that I have, let me pull this out for just a sec. Here's Jennifer's beautiful blanket. I kind of have it folded so it can show a little better. This one. See, all of this is very organized now here. I wish the rest of my life was organized. But I tried to put all my small hooks. No, I grabbed the wrong one. This is my clamps. That's my clamps. That's not helpful. And then I put in this bag that all of you would have seen today. If you saw my Happy Mail video, I put more clips for my bobbins. Because I have actually gotten to the point on some blankets where I've used all of my clips, big and little. But that's not my little hooks, which was what I was trying to show.
You need to plan it better so you don't.
So right. If I'm designing it myself, yes.
Yes.
But I know Bridget, where is it? Oh, it's this one. Bridget, Queen's Crafts. She's doing a Stormtrooper corner to corner blanket, and she said something about, I think she said she had 33 bobbins on one line, but it's a very large blanket. Here are my small, and I accidentally ordered a second set. Here's my smalls. I have some very smalls. I have as small as
it's nice that they're not metal, so they're teeny. The handle's teeny tiny.
The handles are not right.
That would be worse.
I do like that fatter handle. What's that one? That's a 1.5. I know I have a smaller one like that. There's a 1.25. I don't need to use anything that small.
Not yet.
Yeah. Not for the cat toys is what yes.
Oh, okay.
For micro, I'm going to potentially need to use that. That one's smaller. There's a 1 millimeter. You can't hardly see it. There it is.
That'd be like earrings and such, right?
Right. Oh, here's a 0.8. That's like good for lace and stuff, right? Not that I have the yarn for that. I do, however, have a ton of embroidery floss, and that my thinking in part was so I could do some micros. But we'll see. I know people that use just regular old sewing thread for that, for micro. Amigurumi, that is. I don't know about others. Anyway, yes, I have small hooks, but this is a small hook I actually have used before. I think I used, nope, that was the wrong one. I need that one. This is what I think I did those little cats with, the pink and purple cats, the little ones. So I think it was this one. But anyway, it was a chaotic day. But the 6th grader that I've been tutoring in math, for those of you who don't know, I was a math teacher for 24 years, mostly high school. Was it just one semester? Only one semester in middle school. The rest was high school. But I was tutoring a 6th grader in math, and that's a whole different challenge because I was like, this is not the level that I've taught at before. So it was kind of an adventure. That's part of how this came about, turning my desk. So I took my desktop and my husband and I attached this whiteboard here. So this is a whiteboard. You'll see this in my Pi Day project. And that's part of why, if you see, you can't see it. That's good. With this, you can't see that I have my camera, my webcam like hanging over at an angle because I needed more space. But anyway, I'm figuring all my setup out. But anyway, I get a phone call while I'm at the art museum. So I, of course, didn't take it, from the mom of the 6th grader. And I was like, oh, okay. I just texted her back. Hey, sorry, I'm busy. And she's like, oh, it's no big thing. I just wanted to tell you, she took her test. So she had failed. And this is what I was helping her with, like a grade correction, basically. She had failed and gotten like 25%.
Wow.
And that's how we're talking. Yeah, that's a solid F. We're not getting it. She retook her test and she got a 70%.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so good.
That's
I was like,
great.
I'm glad. I felt like she was learning. It wasn't like, my style is not just tell you how to do it. No, I explain it. I go through it. But she learned it, and I was so thrilled because,
That's good. And some people have test anxiety. They get,
oh, absolutely.
they freeze up and you go blank. It's like, yeah. So.
Yes. So I was very excited about that message. Rudy. Oh, yes. Fern. Yeah. Oh, is it Rudy Fern? Or is it Rudy, or is it Fern, or is it two different people? Whichever.
Don't know. Just.
Yes.
Said, hi, Rudy.
I try to be a good teacher. I do. I try my best. Oh, this is the wrong hook for this project. Put that away. Get the right hook for this project.
You have to pull it out.
I don't need to pull a Lori.
When you knot every row, it's kind of hard to frog, isn't it?
Right. When you did the whole thing. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's painful. You know how I drop things, right? This is not new information to anyone that's a regular here. Today at the art museum. So I had, it was just a wild day. So you you drive in the little parking garage and it prints out the little ticket, right? And it has the time you entered. So then you can, hey, Megan, figure out how much you're going to owe on the way out. So my daughter says, hey, can you put that in your pocket? And I said, okay. I think I put it in my pocket. We're in the art museum, maybe after an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. And my daughter's like, hey, where's that parking ticket? Just so we can, the little receipt thing, or not receipt, but And I'm like, I don't know. And I have 4 pockets, because 2 on this and 2 in my pants. I can't find it. I check everything on me, and I went through every little space in my wallet that I had on me, and it's nowhere. So we're like, okay, well, maybe I just left it in the car or whatever. We're walking up to the car, and I see it. It's under her car. It's like, so I literally missed my pocket, and it was under her car.
At least you got it, so you didn't.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was so relieved, because then you just pay the $8 and it's fine. But I'm like, oh, I dropped something else. I said to my daughter, I don't know why you thought I could be trusted with that. You know your mother. What is going on? I can be trusted with your children, but not things. Not pieces of paper, certainly.
I lost my car keys twice in my car while I was cleaning it. It was just, where the heck did I put it? It can't be anywhere but here. It was nuts. Drives me crazy.
Yeah, right? Right? It's just annoying. Oh my gosh, losing scissors.
She didn't lose them. She put them in a safe place.
Oh, that's always when I lose stuff.
They were in a safe place so they wouldn't hurt anybody in her bag of fluff.
Oh, see? I get that. Scissors. I am always finding scissors. I'm like, why did I put this here? What was I thinking? But there was at least logic to it. But yeah.
I lost something that I haven't even found yet. That you see those ads all the time for that liquid coffee concentrate Javi.
Oh, the Javi. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, by the way.
It looks so yummy.
I bought the beginning pack, and it came with all these little bottles of concentrate, and you just use a teaspoon and it makes a whole cup, and it's got good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one open, and I put it by the coffee pot, and it's gone. And nobody else lives here. It's not supposed to be refrigerated. It's not
like my idiot cats. Oh man.
I don't know where it is, and I don't want to open another one because I don't want it to go bad, but I can't find it.
Right. And the only place you remember is having it in the kitchen. Were there any bags that it could have fallen in?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Could have fallen in the trash can. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm using up K-cups and stuff till I get to them. That stuff's really good.
Elaine, that's my most common. Drop them in the craft bag, but then can't find them. That's 100% my most common. They were in my, so that was, yeah. Oh, yes. Saw how to do that. Yes. Oh, anyway.
Hey, Elaine, while you're taking your nap today, go ahead and watch me and Michelle on our pie live we did last night. That was fun.
It was fun.
That was fun because I don't think everybody got to see the whole thing. People were coming in all different times.
I think I was there the whole time, right?
Oh, you might have been, yeah. Well, there was a lot of people coming and going.
Right.
I think there was like 107 views by the time we finished,
That's
not
awesome.
that many people there at one time. So
right, 107 views on yours. How many on Michelle's?
No, that was total.
Oh, that's a total. Okay.
That was the total on it.
Okay.
So yeah.
And no, I'm not drinking Coca-Cola out of a giant cup. This is actually decaf sweet tea with real sugar.
I picked up the new Dr. Pepper.
Oh, interesting.
Today, blackberry.
Oh,
it's this far from cough syrup. This far, not
it's
far
a
at all.
cousin, huh?
It's a cousin, yeah. They might have interbred. Yeah, it's not too far.
That's so funny. Oh, yeah. So I found the name of the chocolate Coke, or the chocolate soda I was trying to remember. The diet chocolate soda.
Not Yoo-hoo, was it?
No, Yoo-hoo is like
a
milk, almost like a chocolate milk, right? Okay. So it was called Cane Fields chocolate fudge diet soda.
That sounds good though. Fudge. It has fudge
It
in the
sounds good, but it has a very distinct taste.
Well, you want to know what flavor it is?
Eat that candy cane and then you're
Yeah,
good.
you want to know what flavor it is?
What flavor is that?
It's Oreo cookie. So you got the chocolate, but there's cream in there probably. Now
That's probably why it has that vanilla
yeah.
that. Why
So
I was
you
like,
taste
this
it
doesn't
again.
taste just straight chocolate. That's
Now
it.
that you know what it is, you'll taste the Oreo cookie.
Possibly. I think I'll probably still taste that diet fudge soda. Now, when I chewed it, when I was like crunching it a little bit, that definitely had a different flavor, and that definitely tasted more like the Oreo, and like I'm remembering the flavor, and that's when but just like licking it or sucking on it, it sounded like it tasted like that. Look it up. Cane Fields diet chocolate fudge soda. It was 0
I would have
calories.
expected it to be licorice too, looking at it.
Right?
Context. Yeah. Which
it
wouldn't be a
looked
bad
like
thing
licorice.
either, but
It totally looked like licorice. I should have probably paid attention to how many rows I've done. Yeah. So
I put stitch markers in so I don't have I can count.
Oh, that's smart.
Because I haven't started this thing yet. I should have started it, but I had to go to the store and pharmacy and I'll do all kinds of stuff today.
Yeah, fun. Lives are fun, aren't they, Michelle? I think anyway. I never would have known, but I mean, they can. I mean, I know for bigger channels, they can get kind of overwhelming.
Oh yeah. And big channels, it's almost impossible to interact with your chat unless
you just can't, right? Your mods have to almost.
Yeah. And the big channels have a lot of mods, but what they'll do is they'll just highlight the people that pay them.
Right. Super chats only.
Those are the people that get the attention.
Yep.
So that's what I've noticed on some of the big ones.
Oh, especially like what I would consider huge channels, anything over 100,000.
Oh yeah, the big ones, yeah.
Where their chats are normally like 10 to 20,000 people.
Yeah, even hundreds, because people just say stupid things.
Right.
So there's not half the stuff's not even worth looking at and reading.
Right.
Unlike ours, where everything they say has value.
Right.
It's all important. We need to know it. We're
Right.
asking questions, trying to get information.
Right.
And
right.
So it's a pain when we miss something.
Speaking of asking, that's the front, right? Yeah. Nope. Which one's the front? That's the front. See, I'm working on that end. I'm doing something with that. Does this need a border or is that good?
Ask them. I don't.
Yeah, chat. I'm asking you.
Ask chat. Don't ask. I'm not going to answer.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean it. That's so weird. It was because I hovered. Sorry about that. Kind of confusing with chat on two different. Yes, that was the dual streaming. I'm not a huge fan of because of that. No border, Deb. Right. So how many did you have on the chat, like actually chatting? Did it give you those analytics?
It was in the 20s.
20s. Okay.
It was in the 20s.
And you were finding that a little busy, right? Once you hit 20s.
Once people started communicating and not just lurking, yeah. They started interacting.
Carla. Hola, Carla. Yeah, look, no border. Okay. Okay. It's a good size. If I remember right, when I measured, I think, and I am going to throw it in the wash because I do have the cats and the dogs and all the things. I think it was 31 by 35 for a baby blanket. It seems pretty decent, right? It doesn't need more width.
That's a good size to set on the couch or on the floor or in their crib. That's a good size. Right.
That would go over a car seat.
Yeah. You think how they're going to use it and is is it going to function? Yeah.
Yeah. So I do something. This is, you can see an extremely long tail, and you know how I feel about my tails. So what I do, I'm going to show you some of my corner to corner. I intended on recording some of those, but I was just spending so much time. Where did my needle go? What did I do with my yarn needle? Oh, I stuck it in my work, guys. Oh well. Anyway, so I have like random tricks that I do, because again, I want this to not be very holy, or HOLEY, not like holy water, not that kind of holy. Anyway, so what I do, I have to aim it down, is I take I make a really long tail when I'm finishing off. Put it on my yarn needle. And then, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this in the brown. So I've already done it in the orange. So I kind of catch like where there's a gap here. I see there's a gap right here. So I'm going to bring this over. I'm just going to kind of go underneath. And then I go in there, and then I go across and pull that through. And then I go back down and across and pull that through. And then that closes up that hole, and it's basically gone now. So that's a way to get your density. But now I see I've got a hole over here. So I'm going to bring my yarn over and then come in there.
So you're just going to cinch it up a little
bit.
Yep,
exactly. I just kind of cinch it through.
Yeah.
And again, if I was doing this blanket for myself, I would not worry about holes in it. I also would have done double crochet and not half double, because you can see it's already very dense compared to like your typical corner to corner. There's the word. But yeah, because I don't. It also kind of pulls the shape sometimes. It kind of tightens up the appearance. Like I did a butterfly once, a butterfly corner to corner. I'm sure Linda would love that. I am going to eventually do all my blankets, guys. I will show it to you. Yeah. Never thought of so. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's basically what I'm doing, Mary. I am kind of sewing up the holes. If I don't want the holes, like if I want it for myself, I don't care. It can have holes in it. But like I said, it can cinch up the shape and make the shapes a little tighter. Obviously, I'm not going to get the football to have a fully rounded shape. The basketball appears to be more rounded to me, but I think it's just because it's more spread out, right? So it looks rounder. This curvature isn't as nice as the basketballs. So, but I don't know how much of that is, okay, it's, some of it pulls a little more. I don't know. But anyway, that's my little one of my corner to corner hacks. I really do need to record how I carry color and how to minimize cutting your yarn, I guess, because I don't like cutting my yarn, but like what you just did, that doesn't bother me. That kind of cutting yarn, sometimes you just got to do that.
But if you cut it, you can connect it again, or you're just going to use it somewhere else.
Right. But with corner to corner, the way everybody seems to cut it, they have 5 million tails. And I don't want to do that. No, thank you.
So you're talking about cutting it for weaving.
Yeah. So it's because you can't like carry in the traditional ways on a corner to corner. But after really looking at that sugar skull and showing all you all, I've decided, and the dimensions, I am just going to do that with tapestry stitch, which somebody asked me last time when I mentioned tapestry stitch. Tapestry stitch, from my understanding, is back loop only, yarn under single crochet. What's really funny about that is up until I learned about tapestry stitch, I had been doing yarn under like all the time on my single crochets and didn't even know there was a difference. I was like, oh, now I tend to always do yarn over, but it's just kind of funny.
I wouldn't know if I'm doing over or under. I have no idea.
Yeah, that makes sense. Megan, I think it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible for them to pay attention. But most of the channels I've experienced, it's rarely is it not it's not just the sub numbers, it's actually how many are showing up.
And it's going so fast, even when
Right.
it's slowed down. You just, the person's busy doing stuff, and everybody wants that person's attention. And I've seen chat move so fast, I can't even keep up with it. And
right. And you're like looking at like 20 something. Right.
Mm.
Right. Yeah. I don't know how Mishi, for example, keeps up. I have no idea how she manages that. She does a pretty good job as far as somebody I've seen that has lots and lots of people. But whew, I don't know. But I don't know. Is she actually doing work while she's on there, or is she just show yarn and chat? I don't recall. I've been in a few of Mishi's lives, but 5 minutes behind. Yes. Oh, that's fine, Megan. You're fine. Hopefully this was helpful. I mean, again, if you don't care about the holes, like if you don't care about the holes in there and you're just doing that for yourself, leave it. Why take the time, But for me personally, I try to minimize how many holes I have in a baby blanket.
So this tapestry stitch you speak of is like a cross. It's not corner to corner. It's like,
no, it's just regular straight across single crochets.
And you go just one direction, or do you go back and forth?
Back and forth.
Back and forth.
I don't understand the one direction thing.
That's mosaic. I don't know.
Oh, where you're going, you're changing. It's tapestry stitch you're going to be doing is intarsia is another name for the process where you're carrying. It's bobbins, but it's just single crochets back and forth.
Okay.
Because that sugar skull has here, I'll pull it up and share the screen. 1 second. I gotta pull it up first. I'm so excited to be done with the sports blanket, though. Like I said, I'm just detailing now. Got a couple little tiny things to fix. Okay. Well, let me come. Oh, I need to shrink it down. Okay, it's way too big. Hold on. And then I will come in there and show you all, for those of you who haven't seen it, which a few of you are new to my live, so you probably haven't seen it. This, still smaller. Okay, still smaller. Come on. Okay, is that it? There. Let me put that in the center. Okay, now I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do share screen. Share screen. Share screen. This one. Okay. So this is the design, and it's going to be going back and forth across here. It's, I believe, 149 rows and then 109 stitches. So I think it's 109 stitches and 149. Let's zoom in and see how close I was on that. Let me bring this over. Zooming in. Oh. I am not a big mouse pad fan.
That numbers on it? Oh, it does.
It does. Yeah, I just had to get a lot.
You just got to get low.
Yeah. There we go. 140. Is that 148 or 149? I'm right here and I can't even tell. Okay, 149. So 149 rows. I don't want to do that many rows in corner to corner. I'm sorry. I don't know who would. And or 100, yeah, 149 rows and 103 stitches.
Hi, Lana.
So each row will have 103 stitches, but it'll be 149 rows. But if I was doing that in corner to corner, just the thought of that makes me want to cry. Like that's, oh my gosh. Because I think I ended up getting this down to, oh, I had that. I'll go look real quick. I'm not going to share screen, but I'll go look at that one. The sports ball one that I designed, but didn't really think about all the bobbins so close together. That was what the problem was, really. It is 38 rows. So 38 by 45 is how big that is. So this is like, that is tiny. 38 by 45 is this in corner to corner. Can you imagine 149 by 103 little boxes? Oh my gosh, that would be just insane. So I'm not doing that. So after chatting with everybody, why I've been
insane enough the way you're doing it, just that you're doing it at all is insane.
Oh, well, you know, I have a, what would be the right description of, I have a problem. I enjoy the challenge, but that one still on the back burner.
Challenging yourself is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I liked it. It was a request for my daughter-in-law almost 2 years ago, or no, not daughter-in-law. I don't have one of those. I only have daughters and stepdaughters. My oldest stepdaughter, it was a request from her about 2 years ago. And I've been kind of pushing it off because other things have legitimately come up. I do have the heart map thing I'm going to do. That's my next blanket project. I have the 2 commissioned cats I need to make. And I was sent pictures. See, I'm challenging myself in even that. So it's that pink and purple kitties that I made. But I'm going to try to match the coloring of the 2 cats that I was commissioned to do. So we're going to see. I mean, they won't look like the cats per se, but the coloring I should be able to get pretty close. I figured a lot out about obviously designing through doing corner to corner. Obviously, amigurumi is a whole different ball game. So I have to figure out, okay, positioning on the ball. Where does that need to be? Because the one orange kitty, he has kind of a swirly stripe. So I want to try to emulate that the best I can. So I probably am going to have to like look at how many stitches in each row and then like almost graph it out. But we'll see. We'll see how well I do with that. I'm sure it will be relatively good as far as a good match. Will it be perfect? Oh, no. Would never promise perfection. Perfection doesn't exist, does it? I don't think anyway. All right. Hi, Lana. I know Lori said hi, but what did you just say, Lori?
I said it wouldn't be homemade if it was perfect.
Well, for real. Wasn't there something, was it an Irish folks tale, so to speak, that they said that the imperfection would keep demons from being trapped in the item or something like that? There's some kind of, or evil spirits, maybe. I can't remember. There's some Irish thing about you need imperfections in your work to keep the evil spirits away. I just thought it was interesting. I don't remember where I read that.
That would be a folklore thing.
Yeah, folklore. That's the right term. That's the right term.
Because I haven't heard that one in the paranormal world at all.
No.
Unless it's the Dybbuk box. But
that I haven't heard. But no, I think it's just folklore, like you said. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I need to go back here. Need to go back here. Not too far. Not terrible. I just was misreading the chart. That's all right. So what's everybody working on? Which country? Oh, I think it was Ireland. I think it was Irish. There's a handful of Irish crocheters and those kind of folks that I like to follow. And then Alison Russell, she's Scottish. Tracy from Crochet Rock, she's British.
Do any of you go look at Tula Marie's stuff? I was looking at her stuff today. She has all kinds of helpful things. I think she's German.
There are some really good German crafters.
She's very interesting.
And how do you spell that?
Tuula.
Tuula.
Marie.
Okay.
She does all kinds of interesting things. Information. She'll do helpful tips, and then she'll bunch them all together, 10 of them together into a video, so they're all like together in one video. And then she goes over her her worst projects, the ones that have the worst views. She's gone over those. The stuff that's been repeated the most, sections of her videos that have been looked at the most. She goes over that stuff. It's kind of interesting.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, she does a lot of different kinds of things. I was just going through all of her stuff looking for something. I think a mosaic. I figured she might have one, but she had lots of other things.
Yeah, I was happy there was something mosaic that I could do. I've been working on it. Yeah. So which one are you addicted to? I need to know. Is it the yarn dyeing? I think it's the yarn dyeing versus the mosaic. I think Camille is getting addicted to yarn dyeing. Just fine. She's the one that teaches.
You got a yarn mop like Rebecca has, where you just mop up all the stuff with a random random hank. It'd be almost like wasting it, but it's not, because you're wasting the dye when you could actually be making something pretty with a random hank.
So. Oh, but also, so you're really liking the mosaic. So is it this overlay mosaic that you were really liking? And you're working on a blanket order, 1 row per day. Oh, how big? If you're only doing 1 row a day, how big are we talking here? And then, so 6, let me get to 10. I'm not counting, but this row is so different that I need to count this one. Now I've got it. Maybe cotton. I have a thing for cotton. Yeah. And what, Megan, are you the one that said something about you don't use the acid dyes, you use kitchen safe dyes? Is that you? Or what? Or was that? Or is that somebody else? I thought it was Megan. Because Megan knows a lot of like homeopathic things and that kind of stuff. So I bet it was her. What channel is it? Okay. So Lori, do you mind dropping a link to
Which
that?
one? Chemnitz or Tula?
Tula.
Tula? Let me go.
Yeah, based on where that comment was, I'm guessing it was Tula. And do the one, not just the @ but the like HTTPS or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it.
Oh, you've never died before. It was Bridget. My goodness, Linda, why did her name leave my brain? Bridget. Of course it was Bridget. So she uses kitchen safe and she dyes some gorgeous yarn. I need to get, I've got, the 2 bottles of red. Okay. Oh, it's see you in a moment. It's that special time for me.
Okay, that's Tula Marie. She's I don't know if she's Austrian, but she's all kinds of stuff on her channel. She's very good with tutorials, all kinds of things. I'm surprised she hasn't shown up in a lot of feeds, but I have hundreds of channels I subscribe to. So eventually they all show up.
Okay. Husband's off to work and his crazy schedule. That's fine. That one's full. Okay, I'll do it. Talking about the litter robot. So yes, I love my litter robot. If you have cats, they're the most amazing thing. Just pull out the drawer, tie off the plastic bag, and throw it out. Instagram. Oh yeah. I taught Nightbot to drop my Instagram. So should I go back out to this is my yarn for my Pi Day. Not that. This is I needed it all to be the same yarn, but it would be boring if it was all the same color. This is that yarn that's made from recycled plastic bottles. So that's what's there. But anyway. Yes.
So it doesn't matter what color it is, but you wanted it to be different colors?
Yes, it does not matter at all.
That's
at all, because it is not pi P-I-E, it's pi P-I. But I needed the yarn to be consistent, and I'll have to use this. I am going to try to have good, consistent tension. That could be harder than, especially after just using that roving where you have to, and it's fiddly. It's beautiful, but it's fiddly.
Oh yeah, that roving.
Yeah, right. It's a different thing. I love it, but it's a different kind of thing. Yes, Chuck, you are correct about that. Oh, Fatty Catty might join us. He doesn't usually come over here. He's like, oh, I'll get off my mat. That's here. Come here. Come here. This is Fatty Catty. We haven't seen him, I don't think, on a live before. You can see how big he is. He's a big boy. He's my big kitty. Oh, and then she came over too. You gonna both come on? You don't ever do that. Hi, you want to come up? Come on. Yeah, I bet she thinks I have something for them because I grabbed him. That's probably why she came over. Now
You want some too?
Yes. Oh, don't be eating. He's eating the yarn. You goober. That's why I don't let you up here. That's why the cotton is where it is. I should really pull those tails up because he's the one, this guy right here is the one that likes to eat the yarn. To watch him. Watch him like a hawk. Oh, which goes back to the cat toys being cotton. From what I understand, but wool probably would work. But again, I personally wouldn't waste my wool on. I usually use a kitchen cotton, a cheap cotton. Oh, my cottons. I talked about this one. This is the mill end. No, now he's getting into the bobbins. Okay. Leave the bobbins alone.
Bobbins look perfect for cats.
Right. Oh, yep. He's trying to get every bobbin. He's trying to get. Those are my leftovers. Now he's chewing on my hook. I shouldn't have brought you up here. Go away. I love you, but go away. Meow. That big giant cat, and that's his meow. Hey, stop fighting. No, cut it out. I'm sorry. My fur children are being quite interesting this
Your
evening.
family.
Yes, my fur family. They are. It's quite humorous because you've seen her in a few of my latest lives, and that is her actual son. She birthed that thing, and he was little. He is not little anymore. But yeah, she had 5 kittens. He was 1. All of them got adopted, all of them healthy, which is pretty surprising given that she was just dropped at a shelter to have the cats. I think I'm a couple stitches short. Let me go back and count again. And what are you working on again, Lori?
The mosaic. I'm very indecisive today. It's really weird. I don't want to get something started and then get stuck making something I don't want to make. So I'm trying to decide whether to make it short and fat and a lot of ends, or long and skinny and less ends. And I think long and skinny went out.
I feel that.
I'm thinking long and skinny is gonna, because then I don't have to do as many rows. If I do it short and fat, it'll have to be a lot of rows. So.
Yeah. And yeah, I forgot to talk about the other yarn. The other yarn is this one. And we all know Big Twist. This is Big Twist cotton, which is 85% cotton and 15% polyester. I figure that's okay for a dishcloth. I probably should have been 100% cotton, but it is what it is. I liked the color. I liked the contrast of the blue in that. This colorway is Fruity Speckle, which is a very appropriate name for it.
I'm thinking the cotton with the mix in it would be better for like the market bags, but we don't always have a big supply of everything.
Right.
Because they would hold up better if they had polyester in them or whatever the mix is.
Right. This, the polyester. It for a market bag definitely would strengthen a market bag. Because you don't, well, like for example, you would not use that thin cotton I have for a market bag.
Well, I was looking at the one that Lisa makes, and she does one side, and then she goes and does all the mesh piece, and then does it the other end on the other side, and then the handles go around the edges up to the top. And I'm like, it's got to be an easier pattern than that.
So. I loved the market bag that I did that you made like a circle, and then you made another circle like attached, but didn't go quite all the way, or you didn't attach them quite all the way, so it left an opening, and then you made mesh going up, and then single crochet, and then like handles, and I would say this is slightly softer than your basic kitchen cotton. If I could speak today, that'd be great. Less ends is better. I agree, Mary. But what was I saying?
Your bag. Was it fold with?
Oh, does it fold on and then you turn it inside out, and it goes in the pocket.
Okay, that's.
Let me find a picture of it.
I was watching somebody, and they showed something like that. It might have been where
I've definitely shown
the two sides became the bottom.
Yes.
So maybe it might have been one of yours I was watching. I don't know.
It was one of my MYCs. No, it couldn't have been MYC because it was that. Sorry, that's in the way. I'll point to it.
I saw somebody.
It was this yarn right here. Let me tilt it up even more. This yarn here. The maple leaf. It was
Oh,
that
okay.
yarn. So that couldn't have been mystery yarn because I have a whole cone of that. What did I do that for? Yes, I'm working on it. Let me find it. It's amazing. Okay, here it is folded into itself. Here, I'm gonna do this. This will at
Yeah.
least make it
Do
bigger.
that'll help the people on their phones.
So that I know it's kind of, let me change the brightness on my phone.
So you did a round circle, 2 round circle. Oh, you did
Yes,
2
two
circles
circles,
hooked together.
2 circles. And then like, as you're doing the second circle, you're hooking it together until you get to a point. Let me show you the back part until you get to the point where, there it is.
So it has a solid bottom. It's not all mesh.
Correct.
I like that.
The bottom is the circle. So then
Yeah.
you turn it inside out and push it in. Do I know where that bag is? Because my intent was to give it to my my stepdaughter in California, but now Colorado is the same as California about bags. You have to use the reusables, and they don't. You have to pay 10 cents to get a paper bag here. They will not. You do not get plastic bags here anymore.
What's nuts is we don't have that problem, but everything's plastic still.
Right.
Everything they give us is plastic. But I have reusable because I'm from California, so I have tons of them.
Right.
And I buy them all the time. So
I use them instead of getting the plastic, although you probably need the plastic bags for doggy duty, right?
I buy them from Amazon.
Oh, you get the little, yeah.
Those grocery bags have holes in them, you know. I'm not
most of the time that's
my hand
true.
over that poop. They have holes in the bottom.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But they supply them here. If I happen to be on my last one, I'll grab one. But I usually make sure I have my own.
Megan, if I have a chance, I will find the video I did with that market bag in it. Oh, baby dragon. See, I need to do a dragon for Crafting Kitty. I've done 2 dragons. We all know about my dragon that I kept dragging my own butt on. And I had all the parts except the tongue.
Right. She has some dragon thing or anything dragon, right?
Anything dragon. So I think I might do a painting this time.
Interesting. So when's that due? Is that due in March?
No, it's like June.
Is it
July?
It's later.
It's a couple months.
I know I heard about it, but I didn't write it down.
Yeah, Raise Addiction and Crafting Kitty.
Okay.
I can send bags if you need one. Mary Cooper, you know what I do with plastic bags? So we have for our backyard, the stepdaughter who the dogs actually belong to, she has a pooper scooper and she uses the bag. So I still use the poop bags, but for that. And then they go straight into the trash can. Now, my neighbor, Michelle, if you're here, I don't know. I should send you a link. If you're here, Michelle, my neighbor, say hi. Because again, the chat moved really fast at the beginning, and so I might have missed you. But she actually gets a garbage can cleaning service. I don't know if she's still doing that, but she was.
The doggy do pick up people come?
Well, she doesn't do that.
Oh.
But they clean the garbage. My sister did that though, Lori, and she loved it.
It's extra money.
Right. Well, and you're in an apartment, so you're kind of like, that wouldn't make sense for you anyway.
Not here, but
when my sister had a dog in a yard, well, she doesn't have the dog anymore. I mean, it's been several years because that dog was Mary, I 100% agree. Target bags, and I'm going to say this about their paper bags too. Target bags are the best bags.
Very nice bags. Yes.
Their plastic bags are great. Their paper bags are great because they have little handles on them, which really make it nice.
The one I just got from Smith's, they put all the heavy stuff in one bag. And it's like, it was a very heavy bag. It was like a half a gallon of coffee creamer and 3 pounds of carrots. And they just stuck it all in this big old bag. So I stuck it in my kitchen so I could put all my plastic bags in it and send them to Lori.
So yeah, there you go. So I actually have made plastic bag holders out of plastic bags. So
Yeah.
with Plarn, is what they call a plastic yarn. I have this company I used to order tea from all the time, which yes, I have a tea addiction in case you weren't aware of that little tidbit. Again, I have this tea. I had hot tea earlier. It's gone now. Now it's sweet tea, decaf sweet tea because it's late. Well, it's the evening and I'm sensitive. But anyway, I would order and they would send these beautiful, this color right here. Let me pull it down, not that one, this one. They would send beautiful bags that color.
Ooh, pretty.
And so I've been saving those bags. Every time I ordered, I saved them. I would put them in a special place. I do know where they are. I didn't for a while. I do know where they are now because I've been cleaning. Still no wax, by the way, in case you were wondering. No wax. Wax is in another dimension. Or in the litter box.
Another body part.
Or vacuumed. Who knows? Anyway, but so I got these beautiful plastic bags, and my whole intent is to turn it into Plarn. Did you see that yarn come at me? That yarn got mad at me. It came at me. I didn't even drop it. It came at me. Anyway.
It's probably just the ghost in your house.
It is. It's got to be. It's a former crafter who's like really upset that my yarn is everywhere.
Don't like your room. Don't like your craft room.
But anyway, I want to make a beach bag because I'm thinking plastic yarn for a beach bag. I'll cut the strips pretty decent size. Is like a great idea, right? I just have to do it. Have you heard of Muse tea? Muse, I have not heard. So the tea companies I really like. The company I'm talking about is Sipology. It's out of Canada. So until everything's squared away with that and tariffs, I'm like, I might wait. Oh yeah, you have to use the dog. Yeah, okay. Yes. You know what's crazy, Elaine? Target takes 5 cents off your reusable bags, right? So in Colorado, where they charge you for bags, if you use your reusable bag, you still get that 5-cent discount and don't get charged for bags. I'm like, alrighty then. So I'm still getting the benefit. And I've been using my reusables at Target forever because
I think we get 10 cents if I ask for it because I go to the self-checkout. They come over and give it to me. Yeah.
Exactly. Michelle M., which thing was a fantastic idea? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna look through my videos and see if I can find that market bag so I can quickly find it on the computer.
Have you made a folder out of things you've made? I have a folder.
Yes, I did.
The things I've made, which makes it easy to find things I made.
I did, but I wasn't necessarily good about putting my own videos about them in there, so that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that would be in my playlist called Armchair Chef Crochets. That's the smallest one.
I should redo. I've got new clocks. I should redo my clock video.
Yeah,
especially because I have the cuckoo now, right?
Your cuckoo.
I need to. Yes, my cuckoo. And when my husband reset the clock, now it's even a minute earlier. So it's 13 and a half minutes early. Why is it? I just went back too far. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I've made a lot. Okay.
Was it somebody else's pattern you did, or you just?
It is somebody else's.
Oh.
I didn't have that kind of talent back then. But I'm trying, did I put it in my things? Oh, there's the second dragon.
I gotta make a list. I gotta.
Dragon. My playlist.
Dragon sounds like too much work for amigurumi. Ooh, diamond painting. I could do that.
Yes. Yes.
That
And
would be good.
yes.
Something diamond painting. Small.
Do you want up with it? I've never kept up with the things I've made and been crocheting. Yes, right. It's a plastic beach bag. I'll tell you what, there's a specific bag a day pattern that I want to make the plastic yarn beach bag out of.
She did plastic, or you just a regular
She
bag?
didn't do plastic. No,
No.
I want to do plastic.
Oh, okay. Because I don't.
But she used a yarn almost that color I was telling you. It's kind of an aqua color.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. But I'm like, okay. Let's see. Sorry. One of my private playlists is labeled Cricut plants instead of crochet plants. So there you go.
You do Cricut?
No.
Oh.
I'm looking.
Okay.
Where did I make this? I didn't find it in my regular videos. So now I'm looking in my playlists, which
Well, if it was for one of my challenges, I would have it. I could go find it, but
I just don't know if it would have been.
So. Where it was red, white, and blue. So was it for a holiday or something?
No, it's I know it looks that way, but it's like these autumn colors. Sorry, hold on. Let me go out here.
It looks red, white, and blue.
Or like my maple leaf. Like my maple leaf. That one.
Yeah. It's not that color though.
My market bag? It was that same yarn.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
It did not look like that. It looked red, white, and blue.
It probably it was because of my lighting in here.
Maybe where it was on the cone,
on the cone.
It was on the cone. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I know it looks different.
That was deceiving.
I didn't get that set up there right. Why can't I find this? It might be in this playlist.
Okay, we can add it in the description.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
no, it's not in that one.
They want it.
Darn it. Where did I put this? It might be in my I still haven't found my thing. I have a whole playlist that says things to make for Deb for Secret Santa. But that's a private playlist. I only made some of them. I did make some of them though.
I have my first playlist that I ever started that says things I'd like to crochet, and then I had to go and make other lists because there was too much stuff in that one.
For real.
I had to sort things out.
Okay, where the heck is this? I do have a playlist. I think it's private though. That says, practical. No, it's public. Practical items, bowls, kitchen, etc. Hopefully it's in here.
Practical item. Yeah, that would be it.
I found one in there, but that's not the one I did. Or is it? Wait. Is it this one? No, this one has a button. I didn't want to have to do a button.
How does it close? How does it stay closed?
It just the way you sew the circles together, you just leave such a small gap.
Oh, you just tuck it in, tuck the net in. That's nice.
Oh, darn it. I'm seeing a lot of market bags in this playlist, but not the one I'm looking for. Oh, maybe it was that one. Hold on. Maybe it was that one. I have a lot in there. It is in my public playlist. Oh, and in that practical items playlist, if you want to learn how to make your plastic yarn, there's a video in that. So that you get the most out of your bags.
Yeah, you don't cut them all the way through.
Right.
You cut sort of a zebra.
You just cut the bottom and it's kind of like,
And it ends up being a long piece.
One? Is it this one? It might be this one. Okay, I'm going to turn this volume all the way down and see if it's this one. Is it this one? Nope, that's a button. It's not that one. Darn it. Oh, Wait, I think I maybe just saw it. Well, why did I not make? See, I didn't used to be very consistent about my content. Now, how did I? So that's part of the problem here. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. No, that one has a button. Dang
Maybe
it.
you did one with a button, but just didn't do the button.
It's possible. That strap doesn't look right. Well, I have lots of them in this practical items playlist. I think it was a make it for somebody. I made this. Let's see if it's in my I made this. I don't know if I was perfect. There's that plastic yarn, how to make plastic yarn is in that one too. The I made this. Oh, and those of you that do knitting looms, there's a couple loom knit things in there because I've made a couple loom knit things. Not much, but you can see the dragon I made. Complicated Knots is her amigurumi. She has all the amigurumi. Oh my gosh. She has one dragon that has, what did it say? Like 99 pieces. I'm like, I'm not even looking at that video.
Oh my God. Those would end up in a bag and just stay in a bag.
Right.
That's horrible.
Oh, you'll see paintings I've done too. That's also in the I made this list. There it is. There it is. I did not do, okay. Okay, okay. So this is in the I made this. It's called Crochet Foldable Fruit Market Bag Tutorial Viv, V-I-V, Crochets.
That's the one Megan just put up.
Is it? Is it Viv Crochets with the kiwi on it? I did not do the kiwi. Yes,
You just made it without the kiwi?
I just made it solid.
Yeah.
It was that one. Crochet Foldable Fruit Market Bag Tutorial. Yep, that's the one. That's it. Yep, that's it. Yep, the kiwi on the bottom. That's it. That's the one. Thank you for finding that faster than I did. Once I saw the kiwi, I remembered, oh yeah, I just did it solid. And I think the one Shannon has was like,
well, she has lots of little things.
Right, 47 parts. What was she working on that had 47 parts? It was what was it? It wasn't the hippo. The hippo wouldn't have had that many parts. But my dragon, let's see, how many parts did it have? The head and the body was one part. Then it had the face mask. Then it had haunches.
I did one of her bucket hats. It was in my quick and easy list. Her white back bucket hat. That was on our list.
The Viv Crochets?
Yeah.
Oh,
this was
nice.
That was the hat we did.
She has a lot of practical stuff, if I remember right.
Yeah, she does.
Did I shift this? I did. That's fine. Whatever.
Oh,
but yes,
that cat Gan sweater is so cute. One of you should do that. It's so pretty.
Oh, which one?
It's a vintage cat Gan sweater. It's like a graph Gan with cats.
Okay.
I think it's straight across.
It's okay, so it's the tapestry. Okay. Or Intarsia or whatever.
Yeah. They're blue and white cats. It's very cute. I don't.
Oh, it was the dragon that I said that she should turn into an avocado because she had the body done. I'm like, that looks like an avocado to me. And she did that. She loved that because I'm like, then you're done.
Yes.
Just sew it together. You're done.
She has a cute bumblebee.
Yes, bumblebees.
There's a bumblebee. And
so
the
are you talking about complicated
that
knots?
we did, she has one of those.
Are you talking about complicated knots or Viv?
No, Viv. I'm looking at her stuff right now.
Yeah, she has a lot of she's quite diverse. I do remember that. But yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Megan, I will work on dropping a link here.
I'm looking for the kiwi thing. I'm gonna put it when I find it. I just
okay. I can do it. Or just
I was just looking for it. I can't find
I'm
it.
gonna do Viv Crochets foldable.
Oh, these Elaine might like. They're little mushroom jewelry holders. How
Yeah, those are cute.
She does a lot of mushrooms. This would be great for her scraps. That is adorable.
Okay,
There's
I got
the kiwi.
it.
I see it.
Right
Okay.
as I got it too. That's
I'm gonna
hilarious.
I'm gonna save it in one of my playlists.
Okay, you save it in a playlist. I'm gonna put it right here.
Okay.
There's the link. I know if you're on your phone, they're not always clickable, but that's the link to the Kiwi market bag. Drake the Dragon. Okay, from Dragons and Magical from a book. See, over 50 pieces. So I was trying to figure out on my dragon. Let's see. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It was only 11 or 12. No, yeah, definitely a tongue. Oh, and then the mouth. 13. I think it was only 13 pieces, and yet I did all the pieces. Putting them together was the problem. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Megan, but I figure we were talking about it, so it's helpful to go ahead and throw it in there. But yes, I appreciate, Megan, that you found it faster than Lori or I did. But now you're looking at Viv Crochets. We might need to, are we going to need to suggest her to Crafting Kitty? I sent her a list a couple months ago. Here's some people that I don't recall being in creator spotlights. So maybe Viv Crochets. There's a lot of patterns, right?
I sent her a few names.
You sent her too?
Oh, yeah. This Complicated Knots does a lot of little amigurumi with fat yarn.
Yeah,
she does a lot of fat yarn.
Complicated. She does the full gambit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure it was a 4-weight yarn, the dragon.
And she has a spider that's adorable.
Oh yeah, she has.
It looks like fat yarn.
Love her amigurumi.
Yeah.
And what's cool about her tutorials is she puts, if you pause and screenshot, she puts like a section of rows and what you're going to need to do. Oh, and I have to watch her at 0.5 speed. She talks kind of fast if I'm actually going to do the tutorial.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for somebody that's really experienced, that would be, yes, strawberry stuff. Yes, do it, Megan. Do it. Strawberry stuff, strings and threads. Oh, dice bag. Does the dice bag look like a dragon? Because my daughter and son-in-law would love that. They played D&D. Deb, I want to know.
Now, the Loch Ness Monster could be a dragon if you put wings on it, I guess.
I mean, technically, right? It's a dragon anyway. I would say it's a dragon anyway.
Or a lizard. I think with wings, it could be a dragon.
I guess dragons do traditionally have wings. Oh, and the wings. I didn't count the wings. So that's 15 parts. And that's not that many for an amigurumi. Yes, I couldn't remember who it was, but then once I thought I was like remembering her, that I was like, oh yeah, she talks really fast. I slow her down, which gives her more watch time. It actually doubles her watch time, is what I've heard. A book on Amazon. Okay. Yeah.
She definitely has vision. She has some interesting things in here. A roly-poly, a hermit crab.
Oh, she has all the things. She did a whole thing when she was kind of doing like a spin the wheel. The head would be this kind of animal or this kind of creature, and then the body would be this kind of creature. She did a whole thing like that. That was fun. Oh.
Yeah, she has.
That's a cute.
They don't look like thin yarn, but I guess they are worsted. It just looks thicker, maybe because of the stitch.
It's going to drive me crazy, so I got to put this back in order. Because the yarn came at me. It's like, put me back nicely.
Well, it'll get eaten if you don't.
Right. Right. Especially my cotton yarn. That's what he really, he chews on the other yarn. He tried to eat the cotton yarn. So I don't know. He's a special guy. I need to actually mark this. Where's my pins? I know I've got lots of pins. Hi, Missy. I think the other cat's going to join us here. Come here. Nope. Come here. Come here. Maybe not. So I got organized, so all my pins are together. I need to mark where I'm at. Because I haven't been marking it, but now I know I'm at a place where it's not as easy to tell, but it looks so cool. And I'm not cutting off the ends because it's carrying it on the end. That looks so nice.
The one that you show doesn't look like it has a solid line in between your graph that you show. Does it have one? Oh, there it is. It does have a solid line. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I think worked up. It's just not as blatant.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it as much when you sort
it. It truly looks like a basket weave. Did I show you the right side? Yeah, I did.
There you go.
But yeah, it's because the other side, look at that. Looks totally different.
Oh,
that's
wow.
The back side.
So it's going to be one-sided for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So it's a little wide, but it's not like crazy wide. It's dishcloth size. When I first did it, I thought, oh, that's really wide, but it's fine. Oh, got to see you ladies later. Oh, it's so nice that you came in, Mary.
Yes.
Oh, bugs in December. Yeah, so you follow complicated knots. Now, does she just do the crochet amigurumi or does she do knit as well? Or do they just translate very easily? I literally don't know because I don't know much about knitting, but I know Michelle knows about knitting, so she might be able to answer that. Dragon scale, dragon egg, dice bag. Oh, yeah, that sounds cool. Crochet only. Okay. But does it translate though? Because I know Shannon's been doing some where she knits the amigurumis. Does it translate to does it just does crochet just translate right over, or is there, because it's amigurumi? I don't like doing knit crochet. Okay. Crochet, okay, so you don't like to do the conversion, is what you're saying, Michelle, right? Okay, that makes sense to me. Oh my gosh, it's already almost been an hour and a half, ladies. How did we, or there might be gentlemen here too. Michael was here earlier. Yes.
To say hello.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I thought that's what you were saying. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I have made a lot of blankets, and so many of my blankets I made before I was doing YouTube. So they're not even on here. That's why.
Well, they don't count them.
Well, that's why they need to get put on here.
Yes.
Because, yeah. Yeah, and I will do, yes, my very first blanket. It's funny because and you can see it, I made a mistake at about the halfway point, but did not realize till I was about at the 3/4 of the way point. So the blanket looks completely different on half versus the other half. It's kind of funny. But I'm like, I'm not pulling it all out. Not happening. Because I had already pulled out an entire blanket. My very, very first blanket doesn't exist. No picture exists either. I wish I would have taken a picture. It was so wonky. It wasn't even a nice trapezoid. Oh, yes. Good night, Deb.
Good night. I made a 4-sided granny square lovey and just gave it to a friend for their dog. So because I couldn't use it for my lovey because it ended up with 3 sides, a 3-sided granny. So
a triangle. Oh, should I do a triangle? Do I need to do a triangle? There's a reason I'm asking that question to myself, and I have to, you know what? I'm going to Google it, whether I need to do the triangle or not for what I'm doing. I need to start filming.
Aren't pies round?
Yes. And for those of you who since I was just in the chat on Michelle's channel, So Magical Michelle, I'll be very specific. Michelle M also has a channel, so that's why Michelle 2Ls. Oh yes, Michelle 2Ls. If you don't know So Magical Michelle 1L, please connect with each other, because we were joking that she's now going to have collaborations with 2 different Lori's. She's collecting Lori's, so it'd be fun if it was Michelle and Michelle. Yeah. So you two have, yeah. So Michelle M, if you have not connected with Michelle there, she just dropped her channel, so you can, I don't know why my Instagram did it at the same time. Sorry about that. But you can connect with each other. Michelle M does, she's the one that's got the 2 grandbabies living in her house at the moment. I don't know how much longer. C-section recovery is a minimum of 6 weeks, isn't it? Or is it 12? I don't remember. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. I was looking at that. It get rid all of the challenges okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. That's that pattern you sent me, right, Megan? The Tunisian corner to corner. There you go, Michelle. So Magical Michelle 1L. If you want to subscribe to Michelle M when it drops it. If it doesn't drop it, try again in a minute, Michelle. Michelle 2L. But anyway, yeah, no, because I'm looking at this. Yeah, there's in my paintings. I don't think I've done very many videos on my paintings. Do you recall me showing very many videos about my paintings?
I don't.
I'll grab this for those of you who don't know that about me, because there are a couple newbies in here, or at least that are chatting. Might not be brand new, but I like to paint on wine bottles. So I painted this. This is simple. There's a lady on YouTube. I wish I could tell you her name. That's all she does. She paints on wine bottles. And so what you do is you make sure the label's all the way off, and then you rough it up a little bit with, email. Oh yes. Megan, send that Tunisian C2C pattern to Michelle's email. Can you type your email in, Michelle? I know it's just pretty much your channel name, but just go ahead and type it in there. Hopefully it will cooperate with you. You might have to put a space between the .com so it doesn't think it's a link. I think I disabled that, but I'm not sure. I don't think it'll kick it. But anyway, there's a lady on YouTube who literally, you take baking soda and you rough up the glass, because then the acrylic paint will stick to it. Otherwise, you need to use glass paint. She has your email. Okay, perfect. And then I'll grab this one too, because this is everybody's favorite. Is my pumpkin. So this pattern was not done on a paper mache pumpkin. It was done on a canvas, or this tutorial on this painting. And then I just had to figure out where to place things. And then I painted the leaves to look like leaves. But that was all it was like a clearance at Joann's after Halloween one year. I think I paid $2 for this paper mache pumpkin, or maybe even less, but I love it because it's like a Van Gogh sunflower, but also Starry Night at the same time. And it's on this pumpkin, and it's cool. And I like it because it could be a Halloween decoration, but it's not necessarily a Halloween decoration. So it makes me happy.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I do like that one. But I like to paint. I don't do it a whole heck of a lot. However, I am trying for your March Craft Madness. I'm going to try to do a tutorial for. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Go ahead. Did you get it fixed, Michelle? Yes, you did. Perfect. All right. I love when people throw yarn to each other. It's wonderful. So link that. Okay.
Lori, I know we were going to try to do something, but if we got a lot going on, we can just put that, just do it whenever we get a chance. It's not
Well,
urgent.
now that this blanket is done, as soon as I have my Pi Day thing done, so this weekend I can start doing that thing for us together.
Oh.
So I can start, and then we'll communicate.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can still do it within the month of March.
Within the
It might
month,
be
yeah.
right at the tail end.
Yeah, that's true. We might be able to. I just don't want you to put other stuff off that you need to do.
Right. No, it's fine. Those cats, once I kind of figure out how to pattern it the way, one of them is just striped, so that cat's going to be easy. I'm not worried about that cat. It's the one with the swirlies and the dots, and trying to get some correctness to the look of that. But I'll figure it out. And I need to figure, this is a tiny hint, but I'm not saying what I'm actually making. A tiny hint for my Decade Divas. I need to figure out a little bit about how to design in the amigurumi world. That's barely a hint. So it's not going to give away what I'm doing at all.
Well, you could always get with somebody that does it all the time, and
yes, that's
see if
true.
they can help mentor you a little bit for your project.
Like Frizzy Bee, I know she.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I know
about
she's busy, but she does design amigurumis. So part of it, I'm just using a pattern, but so I'm not worried about that part. It's the.
Or Elaine makes up stuff on the fly. She might be able to help.
Elaine?
You. Yeah.
Yeah.
She makes up stuff all the time with her scrap yarn.
Thank you. But right. Yes, Megan, I think I did. I think you did join us about the time I started when it was a sleeping bear and not this. I think you're correct because I've been, I think, working on that and putting it off since January at least. But I'm really excited about my next one, and I designed it a lot better with a lot more time, and it's going to be the coolest blanket. But Megan, you're so right. So now that that's off my plate, my sister's sweater is off my plate. I'm not worried. The 2 commissioned cats, I told her I had a second blanket to do before, so there's no hurry on that. So yeah, the thing with us. Oh, but what I was going to say, if I get time, which it just literally will be me sitting in here for 20, 30 minutes, probably less than that. What I want to do is show how to paint a yarn ball, which I don't normally, and not painting on yarn, but painting on a canvas, painting a yarn ball, maybe painting a yarn ball in a basket. I haven't decided fully yet because I think that's something, and then paint the crochet hook. This, I have not watched anybody's tutorial on that. So it truly would be my own, and the way I painted it on. I can say this now because she should have it. The painting I did was actually for Charlena for Creatively Crafty Me. So I put her channel name on that after I showed it.
Oh, nice.
In short. Yeah.
That's nice.
But that yarn ball, I just looked at pictures of painted acrylic paint yarn balls, and I just kind of went for it. So I figure I could show people how many of you in here paint? I know you have painted, right, Chef?
Yeah, I did it during COVID at home on Zoom and in the bars before that. And it was really amazing, the things I learned, the techniques to do certain things. I never would have thought about doing those things unless I was watching somebody else do it.
Yeah, the paint and sips is where the very first time I did it was a paint and sip. And then I did some Zooms. And then
I did a few of them, and then I felt like I could look at a picture and maybe make it, copy it, you know.
Okay, Megan, that's brilliant. And they are going to, I don't know if are you consistently making content, Megan? I can't recall, but that is a brilliant double dip. Do you see what she said with Puff the Magic Dragon?
Oh,
For the dragon and for Decade Divas. That's brilliant.
yes.
That's brilliant. So your sister loves to paint. So, and she's kept painting. Yeah. I had no idea I had painting ability until I started doing that. And all of that that you just saw were YouTube. The ones I just showed you were YouTube tutorials. The ones that I did at Paint and Sips, so in person or online, all of those are pretty much downstairs. There's one I haven't ever shown on the channel, actually, that's up here. I should show that at some point. But anyway, so you painted in high school. Did you enjoy it? Is it something you'd want to do? But not okay, not on a creating channel. Okay. But they are for people like Deb. And I don't know, Elaine, did you join Decade Divas? Are you interested in joining Decade Divas? I know you do so much market stuff. I don't know if you have the extra time, but for people like Megan and Deb already knows this. I know she already said goodnight, right? Was it Deb that said goodnight? Or was it somebody else? Anyway.
I think she's got her project done. I think she told me she
already has her project done. So they haven't explained exactly how they're going to do it for non-content creators, but they are going to do, I think, kind of a slideshow.
Mm-hmm.
So she did. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. But Deb's already done her project.
Well, they're going to assign us a time.
Right.
We're going to be scheduled.
Right. Whereas
for a video.
For those of you who are non-content makers, but you want to participate in Decade Divas, they are going to give you ideas on that. I want to say they wanted to get through March. The end of March is their end of signups. Mm-hmm. And then they wanted to wait in April because I think Critters Crochet is traveling. I cannot remember her first name.
Oh, she has COVID right now, I think.
Oh, poor. Oh, hopefully
I just saw a post. I think she said she had COVID.
Anyway, yeah, it's unfortunate. Ugh.
People catching cooties out there, you know.
Yeah. I just get the germies for my grandchildren. That's pretty much it. And they don't really go to preschool, so we don't have as much of a challenge, maybe.
Not yet.
Glad you specified which one that was. So Elaine, your husband does paintings. So I personally use acrylic. My aunt does oil painting. But yes, Megan, if you are interested in joining the Decade Divas, you can be a Decade Diva as a non-creative content. I'm remembering. I've watched some of your videos. The homeopathic kind of stuff is what I remember. That's what I remember, but it might be more than that. But to kind of help you in a natural way, if I'm remembering everything right that I saw and connecting correct dots. But Michelle, are you a Decade Diva, or were you not sure you could commit?
Well, I figure it's not till the end of the year if something comes up. It's pretty early to make a commitment anyway.
So Megan,
something comes up, you're just gonna drop out. You just can't do anything about it.
So Megan, they aren't doing it, like your presentation or whatever wouldn't be until at least September. I don't know.
That's what they want to schedule people, like September and October for it. That's what it's. Depends how many people sign up. We had a lot of people going over there signing up. So
sorry, 2L Michelle. Bridget, you're about to start your project. Yeah, I think I'll start my project. I have the beginnings of everything I need. There's just some pieces that I need to figure out. There's one part of what I'm doing that, well, nobody's ever done it before that I'm aware of. So yeah. Health journey. Yes. Natural medical. Okay. Yes. That's what I thought. I don't know enough. Oh, Michelle M. Okay. So go to my posts here, and I need to get off here in a few minutes. Go to my posts and look at the Decade Divas. Scroll down. It's like four or five posts down, and you'll see Decade Divas video with Spoonie Stitcher. Click on it, watch the video, see if you're interested. You have until the end of the month. Literally, the project is to create something that either in any fiber art could be sewing, it could be crochet, it could be knitting, dyeing yarn. Sure, anything with fiber that speaks the 70s to you. So it's very wide open. And that's why, like what I'm saying, as far as I know, I've never, ever seen it. That I can think of. Not that I know of, anyway. But we'll see. We'll see if I can actually manage it. If not, I've got like 3 backup plans. Because,
I'm making a poncho. It's almost done.
Oh, man, that's nice.
I just got going and I kept going because, sometimes if you put something down, you don't pick it back up. So I just kept going and going on it.
Yes, I put things in timeout. I do. It's just very few things get put in timeout around here.
I'll forget what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I get that too. I literally have, other than this that I'm actually working on currently, I have one whip that's sitting in a bag and has been sitting in a bag since last April. Or maybe March. So maybe a year. But that's it. One.
That's not bad. But
now, do I have, I'm going to go over here and count.
Your heavy cream?
How many heavy creams do I have? Let's just see. How many heavy creams do I have right now? Do you want to explain that while I'm counting?
Sure. When you make whipped cream, you got to have a heavy cream to start. That's what she's got. Bags of the guts to make the projects, which would be the heavy cream, before the whip is created. So that's her bags of heavy cream.
I got to count again. Nope, that's right. Okay. So it's 7. It's 7. I have 7 bags over there that have all their yarn that I have not started. So they are not whips yet. This is pre-whipped.
Pre-whipped.
So, yes.
And those are your reusable bags that you should be using when you go shopping, right?
Some of them. Actually, let me look.
They have a lot of them all over the place.
So this, they're all right here. So there's this, like there's Santa sacks.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have actual legit project bags. This is the only one. This is actually my next project. This is the only one that's in not the nicest bag. So my baseball was in this one. But this was, like I said, I would call that an actual project bag. It sometimes doesn't have pockets, but anyway, so I might not have whips, but I have heavy cream, and that might be, you have too many pre-whips, yeah. Yes. That's so funny. I laughed really hard at that because I knew that wasn't the word you meant to put. That was one of my favorite and most memorable typos ever. Back in the day when you had to use a No need to apologize. I thought that was hilarious because Nightbot should have said something, but it didn't. I guess I need to put it in the band word. Not that I'm not worried about it. I thought it was funny, but yes, back in the day of typing, I had a college art appreciation class, which I did learn a lot about art. Maybe that's how I ended up painting. Just kidding. I really don't think there's any connection there. But typed out this whole paper. So we went to the art museum and we had to pick one painting. There were like 3 or 4 rooms we could choose from. I think it was just the modern era or whatever. We had to fully analyze what we thought that painting meant. Well, I thought that I typed business suit, S-U-I-T. I even had a friend read it. No, I did not type suit. I typed the word that Michelle M, 2 L's, just accidentally typed. Yep. And yeah. And so got a big red circle around it from my professor. Is this what you meant to write? And I even had a friend check it. That's so funny.
Well, it's a real word. Kind of, sort of.
It is a real word.
A real word.
And that's, yeah. And your brain, business suit is what your brain is going to read, even if that's not what it said.
It's going to see it.
It's going to see it as suit. Oh, it's a listen. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, Camille. Just get your shirts here. Poop emoji. Just yeah, that's there you go. Yep, nope, that actually happened to me. Yes. Is this what you meant to say? Nope. Business suit. Because I was talking about the business suit represent. It was an interesting painting. I feel like the face was blank and they were wearing a business suit, and it was a commentary on corporate whatever. But that was guys, I went to college a lot of years ago. So like from my undergrad, not the last class I took was so that I could teach math at the community college level. And that class was tough. That was master's level math though. So, I mean, okay. So 1L Michelle, you're not a huge fan of the 70s. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. How many did you sell, Camille? Oh, hi, Chuck. Yeah. Scroll back in the chat a little bit. You got to see some funny stuff. And maybe back up a couple minutes to hear my story. Actually, it's possible I've told that story on a live before about my typo on a college paper. Yeah. Good times. Anyway, but I am happy with this, but it is fascinating how it doesn't look at all the same in the back, but it makes sense with the technique because you're just dropping down in front and doing that. So, but it looks really nice on both sides, but that's beautiful. But double dipping, Nastasia, got my mosaic. We'll do that. So I will probably do a video about that tomorrow, and then we'll probably go in about 7 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I call them swipos. Swipos here. I'm going to actually type that in the chat so you can really, because it's.
My iPhone doesn't swipe very well. It's really
no,
nice.
iPhones don't.
I like the swipey thing.
So I call them that. I call them swipos.
Where did she go?
Oh, that's hilarious too, Elaine. Possible with an I in the wrong spot. That's hilarious. I love that. Oh. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you got to spend time with him too. That's wonderful, Chuck. Aw, I love that. I love that. But yes, this is how far I got on this. And I went over and I counted. I have 7 heavy creams. And not one of those heavy creams is simple. Oh, maybe. One of them is simple. One out of 7. And then this is technically heavy cream because I haven't started it yet, but it's sitting here ready to go. Aren't those colors nice? I miss this yarn. I'm so sad it was only available for 1 year, but aren't they beautiful? Like, oh, this mint green. If I had more, okay, Camille would have gotten some of this had I had more than literally this scrap half ball. If I had more of that mint green, she would have been getting a lot of it. But no, I did not have any. And the Dallas post office.
You didn't get your package yet? It's like Tuesday.
Camille, did you get it yet? I don't. Yesterday, I don't think she had gotten it yet.
I think Friday it was going to some little town that starts with a C. I looked on the tracking.
Yeah, that Dallas distribution center is more insane than Denver's.
I don't know.
Denver. No, comparable.
Denver sucks.
Lately, I haven't had any problems, but there was.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah, there was a good chunk of 23 and 24, 2023 and 2024 that Denver was a total crapshoot.
They must have got some new supervisors in there or something.
That's what I'm gonna guess because I would say it's been at least 3 months and I haven't had any problems. Maybe it's been 6 months. It's been a while. Indy Center. Oh, Indianapolis post office, their distribution center. Interesting. Was it saying that why there were issues? Because I know it's like there's been a lot of funding cuts, right? And you think about how somebody as experienced as you getting shuffled around and doing a different job. And so people with experience are not doing the jobs they're necessarily experienced at or whatever because they've moved it around. And now you have a lot of people that are not like full-time or long-time employees, right? Is that accurate?
They want people to retire. They're trying to force people to retire so they don't have to pay them as much.
Yep.
And then the contracts for the new people coming in are so terrible. People don't want to stay and do the work. It's too hard. I mean, at the post office, I don't know about the other government places, but we're not funded by the government. So we just, we fund our stuff.
Right.
Customers pay for us.
Although you are federally controlled, you're not.
Yeah, we're controlled. We can't do anything without
federally paid, right?
But they don't pay us.
Yeah, that's a piece of the challenge with education too. There's not really there's minimal federal funding for education. It's predominantly state funding, but there's a lot of federal mandates. Yes, we got to go too because I like to try to get off. I cannot imagine that, Bridget, how frustrating that would be to me to not get my mail most days and then like 9 p.m. Oh, they were massively short-staffed is what that is. But yeah, so that's another problem, Chuck. What I personally have experienced, and then my aunt was talking about it in her neighborhood because she's lived there forever. Like they had this great postal carrier for years. And then he did retire because that was appropriate at that time. And then it's been just a revolving door since. And like sometimes they pay attention to mail holds and sometimes they don't. So if I cat sit for them, I have to check their mail, even though she puts the mail hold on. It's because they get rid of the experienced people. It's very annoying. Very annoying. But that's enough of the basically political speech. on that, I'm going to try to have a video about this mosaic tomorrow. That's my goal for tonight. And then I've got to get some, I might do a little tiny Pi Day preview of what I'm working on. And then the blanket is, there will be a video Thursday for my Tackle It Thursday, because that was my Tackle It project. So to watch it for me. Oh, see, that is so awesome, Chuck. I love that when you know them. It's so nice. At the townhouse I was at previous to this house, I knew one of the postal workers. But then the last year I was there, maybe it was 2 years. I think it was just the last year. It was somebody else. But anyway, we're going to sign off, and I'm going to try not to say goodbye 75 million times so I can actually get off of here. And then Camille, I think, goes on in 15 minutes. So
she should be on at 9:30ish our time.
Oh, did it say 9:30? I thought it was. Well,
I think it's 9:30.
I think I got a notification. So let's look.
Then maybe I can concentrate.
Oh,
I just
no,
already
yeah,
messed up my thing.
She's actually doing 15 minutes. 15
Oh,
minutes.
she's doing it at 15 after?
She's doing it at 15 after. So I just checked my notification. She was talking about that she might do the 15 minutes after. So,
well, that's interesting. Okay.
but yes, because she knows that I can't say goodbye. So she gave me a little time to get the F off.
Well, good.
Yes.
Thanks everybody for coming and showing up, and go watch the replay of mine and Michelle's Pi Day.
Yes, definitely.
One of our channels, both of our channels, it doesn't matter which.
Yes.
And
yes.
If you still have a chance to make something PI or PIE,
Friday, right? You have till Friday.
Turn it in, just something. Could do a coaster for things we're making Thursday, a little pie. That would work.
Yes. Perfect. All right. Bye.
Bye.
See you at Camille's, maybe. Adios.